Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Mm.
Burrito. Alrighty.
I hate people that nag. Fucking naggers.
At a Mexican state. The
Uh-huh.
picture. Fucking hell.
Look at the guy in charge of Central America. It's so fucking funny. There you go. It's fucking hot. You know, you farmer hot.
I'm back.
He's gay.
Whee!
Woohoo!
Hello, boys.
Hello.
Right, what's happening here then? So are we starting? This is a new game.
Yeah. This
What
is a new one.
You click on anyone.
Rejoin then. We should fix it. Easy game, hard game. Easy game, hard game. Easy game, hard game.
Is it hard to play
Easier
Russia?
game. No, it's easy to play Russia. It's hard to play the Ottoman Empire though.
It's just doesn't work really well.
Oh no, pick Germany. That's interesting.
No, it still doesn't seem to be letting me select anyone. That's good.
Well, how did everybody else fix it?
No, okay, so you need to leave the game, unsubscribe, resubscribe, join the game, and then it should work.
What the are you ripped for real? Because I quit the desktop.
It takes 5 seconds.
If you'd stop fucking complaining, you'd have been done already. Fucking nagger. Oh, I'm so English. Oh,
Well,
my word as an Englishman.
Yeah, we already established what that means.
Yes, devil.
But you're asking me to do computer stuff. How do I unsubscribe?
You go to the mods, you click the one that's ticked, and you click it again. You take it, you take it.
Oh, okay. I don't actually need to uninstall it and reinstall it or anything.
Yes, you could play the Pope, but he doesn't stand much of a chance.
Oh.
The Italian Republic's pretty fun though, but you need to just sit and hold the line.
What's Britain like to play?
Which one?
Well, Great Britain, England.
Easy enough. Just gotta not get invaded by the Entente and Germany.
I'll have to just play Spain again and see if I can do better in that civil war. But
I'd suggest stationing everything you have in like the lower western, southwestern part of the country. Then when the Carlists or whoever spawns first, just fucking bum rush them as quickly as possible.
What if it goes wrong and we end up spending the entire fucking game?
We'll have to try and save you, won't we?
Or you could just let me die again and I'll play on as the Carlists again.
Yeah. I think the Carlists are the legitimate.
Well, yeah, they are really.
Well, because they're Spanish?
Well, no, but King Carlos or whatever was the pre-Civil War.
They're the same dynasty, though. Though they're not the pre-Civil War, the Bourbon dynasty is. Like, they're part of the same family, though.
Right, yeah.
They still exist, though. They're like a fringe thing.
whole world's just a fucking bunch of leftists, aren't they, really?
Who?
In this game.
Well, that's kind of the point.
Hmm.
Germany fucking wins the war, then France and Britain fall to communism, and syndicalism becomes a big problem. I wouldn't recommend playing the Alash autonomy. They don't remain in autonomy for very long.
No, I'm just browsing, really. Guessing the Indian Indian nations are probably quite challenging as well.
So you say Italian Republic and not Socialist Republic?
Depends on what kind of game you want. The Italian Republic's really easy if you just well, my strategy involved setting mountaineers in the. You have a border with Switzerland, and if Switzerland falls to syndicalism, then you have like a border that you need to defend, but you just stick mountaineers in that gap because the rest is impassable. You have some forts built, you just fucking sit there and watch them all try and push, and then you just die. You also have a river and some fortifications you can build. It's a really, really defensive game though. And you're right beside Jaeger too.
Yeah.
Hang on, Jaeger's playing as Austria, is he?
Mm-hmm.
And you're playing as the Russian Republic.
Maybe. I don't want to play the Ottomans because then there'd be like 3 people in the same fucking area.
What's Canada like?
You
Oh
have
boy.
to enable.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Boring.
No.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh, why? What?
Your job is to retake the home islands.
British Empire.
Rebuild the empire from Canada, eh?
You have to retake fucking Britain, and that's a challenge in itself. Because the Union of Britain and the Commune of France's navy is pretty fucking powerful. Not as powerful as the Kaiserliche Marine, but you know. I mean, I'm still kind of deciding myself, so it's up to you.
No, I'm still looking. Oh, you all decided now, have you?
No, I haven't. Oh.
I'm gonna play as Britain.
Oh. Well, this is a bad idea.
Yeah, I can't remember this game.
Oh hello, my Italian little bitch.
Oh, fuck off.
I mean, all he has to do is station some troops in those mountains, and then watch you get fucking slaughtered. So
I have focuses.
that doesn't help.
Oh no, I have focuses that help me liberate Italy for him.
If he wants, but then that's the goal is so that Austria has it all instead.
Don't tell him that, for fuck's sake.
Oh, there we go. It's been helpful.
What a really interesting victory this is.
And not all of it works though. That's the problem with Austria is the tech tree isn't there, the focus tree isn't really finished. All of the focuses aren't. You know.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hey boy, hey boy.
Fucking say oh boy anymore, oh my god.
A fun game.
Why is that?
Let's have a look here.
Let's have a look.
All right.
Oh, no Field Marshal Van Hohenzollern. Disappointed.
Why would there be? You're in fucking Austria, you're on Habsburg.
Yeah, but he's Hohenzollern is Field Marshal.
In the German army, right?
General.
Ihre Befehle!
Sweet. This is sweet as.
What is?
I really don't have to do anything. To,
Nope. You ready to unpause?
No, not yet.
No, fuck off, you dirty syndicalist. What? What?
no, I agree. It's scum. Scum.
I'm gonna try and make myself a.
Well,
I don't know. Maybe a
Can't-
nice little fascist dictatorship or something. Or
you can't really do that.
no, can I make myself a democracy?
No, it's not like vanilla.
I must be able to change it a bit, or
You could choose what kind of syndicalism you are. Are you gonna go full socialist, or are you gonna go more authoritarian, centralist state?
centre sounds good.
You pick the bad guys, that's all we're saying.
Really? I always seem to do that.
Germany are the good guys in this game. So is Canada.
Augustus is guaranteed by me as well.
You're
Yeah.
off going for Canada because you said it was really difficult.
Well, I mean, I don't know how inept you are at
You know
Oh,
exactly.
naval invasions.
Oh, my
You
little
know,
buddy.
you know exactly how inept I am.
Hello, little buddy.
You are allied with my enemies?
No, I'm your protectorate.
No, not you.
Yeah,
Aronimo says.
of course he is. He's a dirty syndicalist.
What's
Don't
that?
worry about him, right? When socialists, right, when Italy goes to war, it's the two Sicilies is when you wait. You don't do the event to go to war unless you're ready. I just wait to get all my focuses done. And my army's ready to go. And I pushed, and I got close to Torino when I got across the river.
Angetreten!
I almost got into Genoa, and then I just stood there for about 3 years, killing them all in defense. It was hilarious. And then eventually, Germany and stuff raped them. And then I naval invaded Britain, physically, funnily enough. It's a bit of a habit I make. Sorry about that, Anonymous.
That's right, don't worry. Been so many militia units in my army.
Yeah, you get, yep. It's always funny whenever I was playing my campaign as the Italian Republic, and the scariest of divisions came up against my crack hardened, like they were full experienced units, seasoned or veteran or whatever the final rank of infantry is, in the Alps. I am paused back. The fucking Devon Home Guard arrived to fucking deal with me. I was like, oh no, not the Devon Home Guard.
I'm sure they're a formidable fighting force.
Oh, totally.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
You niggas ready to go?
I am.
Angetreten.
God save the Empire. He's taking fucking you are.
Gotta rebuild the British Empire.
You can't. That's the whole reason you had a revolution.
Damn it.
Just look at Canada's focus tree. Reinforce the Empire. Defense of the realm. Homecoming planning.
I should have played as Canada, I think.
Attack
Yep.
the Union. Return of the King. I love that wee reference.
Can I change?
No. You have made a choice.
We must live with it. That's an Adama fucking quote.
You've made a choice, Gandalf, and you must stay aside.
You should have just picked Canada, but you're the Union of Britain, so make the most of it. Enjoy. The world is your. You mean you don't have to go to war?
No.
I mean, no. Oh,
Ihre Befehle.
that wouldn't be like you. You can't invade Bulgaria. That is just not right. You can't invade Turkey. Oh, I am Herodotus. I will stop you. Oh,
Befehle.
Don't have a go at me for having principle.
oh, principles in the 20th century. Whatever this is. So many memes. So little time. I mean, I've picked one of the hardest countries to fucking play.
Who has?
Me.
Who, Russia?
No.
No, who are you?
Well, you can figure it out. You're clicking desperately around to figure out who it is.
Yeah. I know that there's a way that it can display.
I think there is. The Ottoman Empire, there you go.
Oh, yeah, the Ottomans, are you?
What is this shit? Fine. Oh my god, the whistle echo is amazing.
Jesus.
God, I love it. That's great.
Fuck.
That's fucking great. Oh, look, you're streaming. I was gonna fucking do that, you piece of shit.
Oh, you can do that as well. Since you
Hey,
want.
look at you fucking spying on me. What are all your troops doing in the Balkans? Are you trying to invade me?
They're not in.
Leave me alone!
They're not in the Balkans.
Ugh. I've got some fucking tough times ahead, you know? Oh, so many events.
Who cares about Afghanistan?
That's what my economy sounds like. Literally. I can fucking exercise too, you fucking Egyptian cunts. Oh,
The game is no longer in sync.
no, just hold on.
We get beer.
Is this how we allow Hieronymus to get beers? It's only the recent patch that's doing this, which is weird. Apparently. Personally, I blame the gays.
Reload it?
It doesn't take long though.
That's weird.
Yes, because set it on.
I wonder
full screen.
Yeah, I will, but it probably won't help. It's because Kaiserreich's a fucking big mob too. We're at it. Jaeger, we're going over the fucking limit here. There's only 2 of us now, there's 4 of us! This is unprecedented.
What's this?
Oh, hello.
What's unprecedented?
Amount of people playing Kaiser Reich multiplayer set. I.e. 4 people. One, 2, 3, 4. We love the Janissary Corps. Yeah, see what I did there? No. Well, that was fucking clever, but you know, fuck yourselves. It's all your fault, I'm a debt. It's all your fault, Hieronymus.
Hey.
It's all your fucking British fault. What are you improving relations with me for, anyway?
I want to be your friend.
I'm a capitalist, imperialist. Look, I'll be your friend if you can fucking pronounce my fucking sultan's name.
Okay. Your sultan is Abdul Methid II.
What the? Go fuck yourself.
Well, how would you pronounce it?
Fucking Muhammad.
Mohammed.
Muhammad from Gujarat.
Abdul the Methid.
Goat fucker number 2.
Goat fucker number 2.
Could always have played the Princely Federation.
Alright.
You know? That guy's fucking hot. You know, can play Gandhi in this. Just thought I'd point that out. Like Gandhi. he can become a leader of the Bharatiya commune, and then invade everybody. Because he's Gandhi. Let's see what you're laughing about.
Be planning.
Jaeger looks like he's about to invade fucking Augustus.
Oh, god damn it.
What? Did he die? Did Otto die?
No, he didn't.
Oh, you want him to?
Did, yeah.
He's only a 20% chance though. Could be worse. His name could be Abdul Masid II. Goat fucker number 2. To his friends. Alright, we have. Yay.
What's it like playing as Australia? Is it a bit boring?
It can be fun. I know I did it once.
William Birdwood looks remarkably regal.
Mate, this mod's more historically accurate than the fucking game itself, because the game has Stanley Baldwin as, I paused it for a second, as British Prime Minister, but I'm pretty sure he wasn't Prime Minister. It was somebody else slightly before him in 1936 or something. And they also gave the wrong Prime Minister to Australia and New Zealand as well. It's a good fucking job. Yo, you're meant to be a fucking historical gib, you know. Good job.
Well, was it not Chamberlain in 1936?
No. Not quite. It was Ramsay MacDonald until 1937. Wait, no, it was Ramsay MacDonald until 1935, and then it was Stanley Baldwin until 37, then it was Chamberlain from 37 to 40, and then it was Churchill from 40 to 45. There you go.
There you go. I reckon the Netherlands is doing alright in this with their Eastern Empire, isn't it?
Yeah, but they have a lot of social problems to deal with. They're a fun game though. you hear the news though, Ramos?
Which
Rumors?
Which bit of the news?
The rumors are that the Star Wars stories in production for the future have been halted.
I've been put on hold, yeah, I heard that, yeah. The whole thing's a fucking mess. And that somebody's trying to raise enough money to remake The Last Jedi.
It's this lady, right, called Jolene Bunting, and she's just the fucking definition of idiot. Somehow she's a Belfast fucking city councillor. She's been voted in, and I'm gonna link you a video. She has to be fucking drunk. She can barely speak. Well, the top comment is Jolene is the best argument there's ever been against a single transferable vote. You ready? This lady is an elected representative of the Belfast City Council. Listen to her. She can barely get the fucking first words out.
Interesting.
Wow, that video, or you watching her on us?
Playing the game.
Why is she holding a
Well,
stick
fuck
of
you,
rubber?
Jaeger. Go fuck
Sorry,
yourself,
I-
you cunt, Jaeger. I'm playing the game.
I was watching that video. Why is she holding a stick of roll-on deodorant?
Oh, it's a smoke bomb apparently.
It's just because they're fucking...
But that's not her talking. That's 2 bottles of rosé. She can barely speak though. Hey, give me a... For my democratic right. Vote.
Very thick Northern
For
Irish
Brexit?
accent, isn't
I want a Brexit.
Zuhören!
Yeah, I don't know how that person gets elected. She's such a fucking idiot though. Like she stood up in the I don't know what it would be, like the city hall to give like read something out, and she just can't formulate sentences. At least Donald Trump can speak fucking something we call English. She just, I don't know, it's unintelligible.
There we go.
I like that Najd. Najd is the Saudi Arabia, and their event tree is 2 emirs enter. I don't know, but I've been told Ottoman pussy is mighty smelly of goat. There you go. Hieronymus doesn't know, but he's been told. The Union of Britain is mighty cold. 1936 Congress of the Trade Unions. Oh my. What is he gonna pick? All the comments on that Twitter feed is I still would. Oh my god. An American asked a question in the Northern Irish subreddit. Who leads Northern Ireland? Apologies if this question's been asked before, but who leads Northern Ireland? As an ignorant American, it seems to me like NI currently leaderless after the renewable heat scandal, blah blah blah. And the top comment is Master Blaster. So he replied, that's Arlene Foster's board name.
That's bot him.
Yeah. Otherwise known as Stormont.
Interesting. You can have George Orwell as a government advisor.
What?
You can have George Orwell as a government advisor.
Can you?
Yeah.
Nice reference.
The Minister of Interior, Totalist.
That's fucking ironic.
Gentleman. Grants you 7+7 stability in daily political power of 0.10. Great writer. Not sure everyone's.
Well, his book is warning socialists of the dangers that they fellow socialists live in.
Well, the danger of totalitarian socialism, but he was a very convinced socialist himself.
I don't know, but I've been told.
There you go. I've just made George Orwell my Minister of Interior.
Oh.
So actually, if he's busy doing that, maybe he's not going to write all the. He's not going to write 84. Dying of tuberculosis.
That's kind of funny. So there's.
What's that?
Well, we're gonna have to resync here, but there was a UK Freedom March in Belfast. That's what that stupid woman was at. And they're all having Union Jacks flags and stuff, and then somebody went there with an Irish tricolour. I think that's fucking funny. UK Freedom March, and there's just that guy standing there with a tricolour. But wait, am I at the wrong march? I think he did it on purpose. Alright, let's hope this doesn't nigger again. Like my economy. That was very hot.
Sorry.
Who are you laughing
Yes.
at, you dirty Italian?
Cuban leader. Great.
Welcome to the Kaiserreich experience with more than 2 people.
Yeah.
Or just welcome to Hearts Fire.
Yeah.
Alcohol intake going on from her house.
Well, it's a Saturday night, isn't it?
Saturday night at the movies.
Saturday night with hearts of iron. Knows what country you'll invade.
Constant reset gig because we're Jewish. Ugh. I'm actually making another day, but can we make it another day? Can we make it to the 13th of June? Yes.
Yes.
And that's it.
Yeah, can we make it to the 14th of June? Yes. Can we make it to the 15th of June? Yes.
God, I've got Oswald Mosley and fucking.
No.
Oh.
Oswald fucking Mosley.
Can't believe you put Oswald Mosley in charge of all fucking people.
No, I didn't have much choice in the matter.
Yeah, you did.
How?
There's like 4 different choices.
No, he just said that the other guy had resigned, and this. And
Well, it depends on which focuses you pick.
Well, there you go.
You chose
Bad.
poorly. Maybe, I don't know.
I picked focus on Mosley.
He's already a socialist though, he's like he wants to centralize the government and shit. And have a state.
Oh yeah, I am focusing on the totalists, whatever. Really, I don't really know.
Tells you, I know.
I know, but I'm not really
Yeah,
different.
oh. Oh.
Hmm. I vow to thee, my country. Oh my god.
Uh,
It's time, and then if it does it again.
yep. And I can't really be bothered. It's gonna be fucking boring to do this.
I'm certain it's not gonna happen.
Keep
You're
that
funny.
spirit.
You're funny, Hieronymus.
I am, alright.
I'll challenge you to a fucking vanilla game. 1v1 me. IRL.
Are you even 18 yet?
1v1 me. Well, yeah, we could both go to jail.
When are you 18?
Yeah, about You seem to think that we're just stuck in a perpetual fucking time loop,
Well, I realise we're not. I'm
asking weird questions. Next you're gonna ask me when I got a fucking my colon checked or something.
You checked your prostate recently?
Yeah, last week I just finked myself, you know.
No,
fuck it.
are you 18 now then?
Why? You wanna fight me?
No,
Let's go.
I don't want to fight you.
Let's
I'm
fucking
He
go.
wants to fuck you.
asking,
Yeah, he does.
asking
What?
about an interesting question. Whether you're now a fully fledged legal adult,
Fully fledged.
or you're still a little fledgling.
Oh, of course.
You're avoiding the question.
He's avoiding the question.
Yes, don't worry. I'm not going to send you an appropriate image or anything.
Is that right? Fucking bored now. If you hadn't spent 3 days fucking around,
You're
you'd
waiting
have
for me to
continued
come
that other
back.
game.
Oh well.
Now it's fucked up.
Is it always
God
like that?
damn it. Yeah,
Is
it's
the
fucking
console
Paradox
like
games. Typical.
Isn't it's not a problem with our internet connections then?
No. It's a combination of Paradox and it being a mod that we're using. I don't know what to play.
He doesn't know what to play.
Why don't we have a lively discussion about something?
If you want.
What?
I don't know. I have to find some outrage.
We could do that.
Do what?
What's outrage?
I don't know if there's any.
Oh well, that's a shame. I was up for that.
Yep. You can always play Crusader Kings or something. That'd be a good fuck you in the asshole.
I need to get back. I need to reintroduce myself to the complexities of that game.
It's pretty easy, you just marry somebody and go from there.
There's some bitch pump out of fucking queer sons that you.
Yeah. I can do that too. So did you hear supposedly what Boris Johnson said?
Brexit.
Yeah.
Yes. There's been a big march in London today, hasn't there?
He said somebody asked him about the state of the needs of British businesses.
Before you go on, I would like to say I really do not give a flying fuck about what Boris Johnson has got to say. I've got possible for me to have less respect for a politician than I have. Go on.
Yeah, so somebody was like EU diplomats, blah blah blah, and he supposedly, whenever somebody asked him about British businesses, the needs of British businesses post Brexit, he said "fuck business." Apparently, it's like, oh, supposedly.
Your guy's an absolute fucking moron.
Yeah, clever moron.
Well, clever in a way, I suppose.
Cleverer than Theresa May.
Well,
He wasn't fucking dumb enough to take the top job. He got the punishment position of the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, so.
the guy doesn't deserve to be anywhere near Whitehall, I don't think. It's a privileged, floppy-haired fucking twat. Doesn't have a fucking bone of integrity in his entire body, I don't think. I know what you will about Theresa May. At least she might be a fucking idiot and she might be a hypocrite too, but she's not as hypocritical. All politicians, it's obviously.
Good old Corbyn's. He's up there too. Don't worry.
Well, maybe he is.
Oh, this is for you.
Excuse me.
Well, we all know you're a bit of a fan of Mr. Jeremy.
Well, I was. I haven't really been following his career recently too much.
Oh my god.
That's interesting. Oh, fencing. Okay, that's a specific thing, is it? I was going to say.
I just had a kind of an issue with just idolizing him.
Well, I don't think
What's
I was
going
ever,
on?
I don't think I was ever guilty of that.
Well, no, you bring up the fact that he has a lot of fucking links to terrorism in the past, and it's laughed off and said, oh, he was trying to make peace and stuff.
Well, it'd be interesting to know how much of that.
I'm so
is
glad
true.
he stood up in an IRA supporters meeting and said, I'm happy to commemorate all those who died fighting for independent Ireland.
Well, okay, yeah. I mean, I think he has made some stupid decisions in the past, which are coming back to haunt him now.
Our friends in Hamas, he said that one time.
Yeah.
And Hezbollah. Corbyn always seems to find himself on the wrong side of the fucking argument.
Yeah. He does, doesn't he? Shame, really, because I think his social policies are actually relatively sensible in some regards.
What are they? What are his social policies?
His social policies. Oh god, now you're going to test me, aren't you? I don't know. I haven't thought about this sort of shit for fucking 18 months or 2 years, whenever the last election was. I don't know. He struck me as a man of integrity. He struck me as a guy who was a committed socialist, and I think he is. I don't think his support of kind of sort of freedom fighters / terrorists necessarily contradicts that belief in, deeply held, I think, belief in socialism and not anti-capitalism. Yeah, I'm sure he is a capitalist, but it's a moderated capitalism version that the Conservatives would espouse. But yes, I think he's turned a blind eye to far too many transgressions that forces guilty of. So yeah, not now either, to be honest.
Yeah, he said that one time that Hamas was an organization dedicated towards the good of the Palestinian people and bringing about long-term peace and social justice and political justice in the whole region. And labeling Hamas as a terrorist organization is a big, big historical mistake. Okay.
I'm laughing at it.
Yes, I mean Hamas is I don't know too much about it, but Hamas is a pretty fucking abhorrent organisation. I agree, but then I am the situation of the Palestinians is pretty shocking. Though
I also laugh.
Hang on, wait, you can't be pro-Israeli in that situation, can you?
I'm not involved in either side because it's a toxic mess, just like Northern Ireland. Don't want anything to do with it.
And nor should our political leaders really, or maybe our Prime Minister should be, but no one below that level, or I suppose our Foreign Minister.
I know why they do though, and I completely get the geopolitical reasons why. Venezuela was always funny, where he was saying about how he praised Hugo Chavez and shit, saying how Venezuela is a perfect example of socialism until it all went to shit. And Chavez and fucking Maduro fucked the country completely. It did really make me laugh though, whenever Trump said violence on both sides, and then whenever Venezuela had all that shit going on with the government pretty much like shooting at people and stuff, like firing batton gun rounds at people, he just said there's violence on both sides. Kind of made me laugh a wee bit. It's like, oh, because he criticized Trump, I think, for saying that. Then he fucking said it himself. Fucking violence both sides. Fucking people are starving. I don't want to listen to myself.
No, just have it muted. Look at those pictures I put up.
What is this? You've linked it, Jaeger?
I have. What am I fucking looking at? What am I getting? Oh. Okay. That works. Fucking idiot. Really?
Found a better one. I found a better.
If we keep talking about him, I'll just fuck it off. Fucking. Anybody that seriously thinks the fucking Labour Party's solution. Greenwich Labour councillor owned a house while living in a council flat. Yeah, that's smug cunt. She lived in a council flat in Plumstead while being named as the owner of a house in Thamesmead, which was not declared on a register of interests. Tonya Ashcody was re-elected in Glendon Ward in last month's election, was named as the owner of a home in Eepston Road for more than 10 years. She fucking lied about not having a house.
How do I get rid of this fucking black bar around?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh,
What's
that's
up
gonna
with the fucking psychedelic background I'm watching? You know, right? It's Corbyn slapping her right in the tit was the thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was classic now.
fucking want to get rid of these black bars and just have it, but I don't know how to do it.
You'll figure it out. My fucking problem too, Hieronymus.
Hmm.
You voted Remain, right?
I voted to remain, yeah.
And you voted for Labour.
Yeah, yes.
Why did you vote for Labour?
To keep the Conservatives out of that particular constituency, I think.
Okay. Oh. Is it also to try and hope that Labour would push back against Brexit? Because if that was your goal, you made a fucking mistake there. I fucking laugh at all these people on the UK subreddit who fucking say, "Oh, Labour's fucking will save us from Brexit." And I fucking said, Jeremy he's completely fine with Brexit. He probably voted Leave. He hates the European Union. Like, why did you vote for the party that wants to leave as well? Like, the Labour Party at the minute is effectively just enabling the Tory Party. I mean, the Tory Party is fucking up at the minute pretty severely. No matter what side of the fucking argument or news side you're on, you know? Like, you got fucking to deny that the Tories are really fucking doing a terrible job in any effective opposition. But I would be able to fucking, tear them to pieces. But they don't. It's quite funny. Just a few fucking digs here and a few digs there. Were you here, Hieronymus, earlier? When the people supposedly made derogatory comments about the Muslim rape gang that got tried.
Right.
And the police have arrested them for it. So that was quite
arrested them for what?
Supposedly making racist or like discriminatory comments towards the people that were convicted of raping those being part of that rape gang.
Right, okay.
I thought that was quite funny. They're instantly out to fucking arrest you for talking shit about these people, but they're happy to cover up and hide evidence for 20 years of like rape gangs running around towns in England.
Well, I know that's what that's what that whistleblower was claiming, wasn't it?
Did you fucking listen to him?
I watched some of it while I was on.
It's pretty fucking. Yeah. It was pretty good because if you actually listen to him and then you look at all the cases that have like come out, what he says is pretty true for most of them. Like the Metropolitan Police, according to him, is covering it up better than the rest, but the others, when you look at the controversy, like the higher ups were covering up for like 20 years, about it all. They were ignoring it, letting this problem get out of control. That's just fucking annoying. Like the police, what is there to gain, other than some fucking young white ass on the side, I guess, is what they're going for. It's kind of disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't looked at it. I don't know enough about this at all, to be honest. So I don't know if that blow that you linked is whether his evidence has been proven to be accurate or not. I'm naturally skeptical of conspiracy theories. It feels like slightly like a conspiracy theory to think that enormous police-wide cover-up of this kind of thing. I think it's accurate that they were concerned that there was an issue with wanting to people not investigating properly because not wanting to be considered racist or something. Believable and stupid and wrong. I find it hard to believe that there's much more to it than that, though.
Well, for Rotherham, it was the council. The council had bullying, sexist culture, covering up information, silencing whistleblowers, and was not fit for purpose. Whatever. And this is something. In February, the government placed the council's elected officers with a team of 5 commissioners. Let's see what else. Police appeared to punish Newcastle grooming gang victims. The report from a retired barrister, David Spicer, into the response by authorities in Newcastle child sex exploitation concluded the victims received effective protection after the launch. It was under investigation, but before that, however, the Forced Actions Act consistency had little impact. While perpetrators were not punished or disrupted, attempts to persuade victims to change behaviours and not return to abusers led to consideration of deterrent punishments of victims for being drunk and disorderly or making false allegations when accounts were changed. Some victims were placed in secure accommodation. It kind of annoys me though a wee bit. The police are like, so you need to stop fucking drinking and shit. This is your fault. Let's go. Well, no, it just fills the full screen. I love it.
Yeah, I put.
Oh, fucking idiot.
1 sec, back in a sec.
Oh. It's just how awkward he looks. He's like, oh, fuck.
I don't know what I can't. I'm fucking around with the settings.
Fuck. I fucked up.
There you go.
Oh. I'm gonna report Jaeger now. Oh, he's back.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Ah.
Wrong.
What noise about?
Oh. What do you make of all the supposed controversy about Donald?
About what?
About Donald? Like Donald Trump? Everybody getting triggered
Well,
about the immigration stuff?
Oh, again, I'm getting a bit bored of all this fucking political shit that's going constantly. I haven't read too much about it.
It's much easier when a fucking plane just threw into a fucking tower, wasn't it?
Well,
To war with somebody.
Yeah, I'm just fed up with just everyone just being so divisive and fucking both sides being a little bit extreme about everything. I heard that Donald went back on his decision, but then I don't really know how severe his decision was anyway.
Well, people are upset because, like, I think the reason they get separated, one is that if they're illegally entering the country, adults and minors are treated differently under the law. Is one of the reasons they're split up from the family, because then but one of the big controversies was Time magazine put out like a controversial cover for their magazine, and it was Trump standing looking at a crying Honduras girl saying "Welcome to America," kind of saying how he's divided, like separated you from your parents. But it turned out that they weren't separated from their parents, and they just used that as a spin for their fucking. And it turned out they just lied. It's like, you wonder why fucking Donald Trump says you're fake news, You don't really help yourself. Problem with journalism nowadays, anyways, is nobody's out to report the news. Everybody's out to report the news and then put their spin on everything and to push their bullshit. I mean, that's the way it's always been, but
yes, I think that's important to remember. Where it's always been.
I mean, if you come to a country illegally and then you're getting upset like people are getting upset that the illegal immigrants are getting split up from their kids, so maybe they shouldn't have come there illegally. People got upset because the immigration guy said that domestic violence and poverty are not reasons to claim asylum in the United States, which I think is kind of fair. You know, if you're seeking asylum, that's because if you're sent back to your country, you'll get hung or hanged because you're a fucking gay person. You know,
Well, I think that
you'll get persecuted by the state.
Yeah, I think that's a fair comment. I think I would say it's also fair to say how a country treats its illegal immigrants is a fair phrasing this. How a country treats vulnerable immigrants who are coming to their shores or crossing their border is fairly indicative of where they are politically or morally, I suppose, as well. Though, so I mean, I'm not saying that there's any truth in this thing because I haven't looked into it too closely. But if there is any kind of cruelty or separation or sort of, I don't know, kind of concentration camp feel to the way that people are being looked after, then...
Well, fuck, they do it in Britain. I mean, they stick you in a fucking detention centre and then they deport you.
Well, quite. I mean, I've no idea what conditions are like in the detention centres, but... if it's poor, then that should be bad. Like, the priority, obviously, is to repatriate them to their country of origin. But in the meantime, they're our responsibility, or a country's responsibility. So how they're treated is kind of important, I think. But like I say, I don't know if this is all just fucking SJW propaganda or.
I think people are blowing it out of proportion, as usual. Anyway, I mean, if it is true, like there's that lady. I don't know if you were here when we were talking about it. She was talking to that Stephen Crowder dude, and she's a legal immigrant. She lives in an apartment area, and there's loads of illegals that come across the border and live there. And they've threatened to anybody, like they threaten you and shit, and say if you fucking mention that we're illegal, and try and get the IRS or whoever it is to fucking deport us, you know, we'll fucking shoot you or whatever. Like they threaten them to fucking keep quiet. And if that's true, like how many communities of fucking immigrants that are perfectly legal have a lot of illegals living there, that are living in fear because if they, you know, in case they, you know, they can't say anything that they're illegal to get rid of them because you know, something might happen to them, you know. The fucking gangs of them and shit. I don't like this mentality of that we should just get rid of borders. I think that's really dumb. Some guy was arguing. He was arguing that we should get rid of borders. And he's like, okay, well, how do you identify people that come into the country? He's like, have some sort of like X-ray checkpoint thing that scans you as you come in. He's like, well, how are you going to do that without a border?
Well,
he's like, oh,
I mean, well, this is the thing. I think there's a lot of people like that kind of confuse like idealists, quite nice notions with actual practical realities. I mean, obviously, no. I think a world without borders ultimately would be a lovely place. I mean,
yeah, of course, but this isn't the world we live in.
The UK works far better without borders between Wales and England, and Scotland and England, and Northern Ireland and England. Obviously, it does. But breaking down these borders is what we're striving for, but it's a very long process.
Well, the point is that we can travel between these countries because we live here.
Yes, interestingly, that's what the European Union was trying to do, but we've comprehensively rejected that because we're scared of.
That's not that the European Union has multiple fucking agendas. Let's be clear.
Well, it does, but yes,
have you seen their new Article 13?
Of course, it has many agendas. One of them, though, was to break down borders, and I think that was a noble aspiration. The same way that breaking down borders within within Great Britain was a good thing.
We're not part of the Schengen, so we still have customs. For coming into our country, like at the border. If you come in from Calais and shit. But yeah, you know about fucking Article 13?
No.
They first came for privacy violations, then they came for the memes. The European Union is trying to pass a hotly debated law on copyright. The EU's copyright directive has been 2 years in the making, and on 20th of June, the European Parliament's Legal Affairs Committee voted to approve the draft. Here we go. The EU Copyright Directive, or the Give Full Name Directive on Copyright in the Digital Single Market, is Europe's attempt to harmonise copyright laws across all member states. Blah blah blah. Article 13 and Article 11. Article 13 would force all online platforms to police and prevent the uploading of copyrighted content or to make people seek the correct licenses to post that content. For the most part, this would mean filters that check content that is uploaded would be mandatory for platforms including Facebook, Instagram, GitHub, Reddit, Tumblr, but also many smaller platforms.
Pornhub.
Such as, it's like the YouTube Content ID system, but for everything. Article 11 is also raising eyebrows. This section stipulates that companies like Google, Facebook, and Microsoft may have to pay publishers for showing snippets of news articles. The problem with this is it's like China fucking levels of we want to control the internet. You have to upload everything that's uploaded to the internet has to be fucking passed through our thing. It's basically what it says. It has to be content ID'd.
What this is, I don't really.
If we know anything about the YouTube Content ID system, we know that it ain't just fucking copyrighted content that gets taken down.
The net neutrality bill went through in America, didn't it?
No.
What about it? No, it didn't. Net neutrality doesn't mean anything about copyright.
They have actually fucked away with that guy who proposed it because he was actually just doing something illegal.
Most of the US government's doing something illegal.
Yeah. They got fired.
I just don't understand how how people can love the EU so much when they so desperately want to control every aspect of everybody's lives.
Yeah.
It's like
that's. I'm not sure that they. Well, they obviously they do.
They're like the Tory party. They just want to control everything.
All governments want to control every aspect of everyone's lives. I think generally Europe had a slightly more laissez-faire attitude to many things, or the elements all the things they were trying to control. They were trying to control for the betterment of the world and.
I'm so glad that they are deciding that for everybody. You know,
I think it might be a small thing.
No. Basically, you have to have your life being chosen by something. Either it's the Conservatives in Parliament or it's a relatively liberal government in Brussels.
It's not really the fucking Parliament in Brussels that decides this. It's the Commission, the bureaucratic nightmare that is the EU.
Well, we've discussed this many times already.
I figured it out. You should look at what I'm doing.
Yeah, I see. I just like.
But if someone was to control the legal framework of this country, I'd rather it was a pretty fucking laid back, fucking social liberal European than a
no.
privileged conservative who's got.
I'd rather have a government in this country that was liberal.
You'd rather have Boris Johnson.
Why? No, I would rather have a liberal government in this country that decides, not the European Union.
That's never going to happen.
But the European Union isn't as liberal as you think.
Well, it's not as democratic as it should be, but it is.
It isn't
liberal.
democratic. It has a parliament, but the Commission decides everything.
It's a liberal totalitarianism.
Oh, I'm so glad that because it's liberal, that makes it all right.
No, it doesn't make it okay, but it makes it, I think, slightly better than a conservative.
So you'd rather have them in Brussels put this copyright law on you? You'd like them to completely circumvent UK law, put this copyright directive on, where everything on the internet has to be scanned before it goes up, content ID'd?
Well, I don't know the details of that particularly, but no, that doesn't sound great, admittedly. But you know, it's a question of choosing the lesser of two evils. I'm not saying that is the lesser of two evils. I haven't looked at the circumstances, but I certainly don't have no faith in the Conservatives.
But the problem with the European Union is you can't reform it because the European Union doesn't want to reform. It never will, because that's not the goal.
Well,
they have a goal in mind, and they're going to get there. That's the point.
It'll be forced to reform when Britain tries to leave, and if Italy follows suit.
I think there's a bit of a funny kind of this weird opinion that Britain has some sort of massive influence over Europe. It's like the only thing we can really influence is this like a creation of some sort of unified army. Every time we've said no, they don't give a shit. That's just how it works.
No, but I think Brexit would have made them sit up and think twice, and then if Italy follows suit as well, they're going to be like, hang on a minute, we need to...
If Italy follows suit, there won't be a European Union. Can you blame it, Lee?
No, I can't. That's a completely separate issue. What I'm saying is that Europe is not immune to these things. They're going to realise it, surely, if they realise that the member states or the people in their member states are deeply unhappy, they're going to realise that they need to reform. Well, I'd hope, anyway. If they don't, then of course they deserve to fucking.
It will fail
Critics of the
eventually.
proposed directive in that the Article 13 violates the fundamental rights of internet users, contradicts rules previously established by the EU's e-commerce directive, and misunderstands the way people engage with material on the internet. Memes, remixes, and other types of user-generated content will all be put at risk. They claim as they could technically be seen as breaches of copyright. This is dangerous because content ID systems in the past aren't just used to get rid of copyright, they're used for malicious purposes. Fuck me, I could probably do it to them. Jaeger used that example. If they fucking posted something, probably fucking sue them and say that they're breaching copyright. Can't control the internet like the way these people want to do it.
Well, no, I know, but the Conservatives want to control equally, don't they?
Yeah, and I'm not saying like they're both as bad as each other and they both need fought, is all I'm saying. But you can't reform it, you know, and like the European Union doesn't really give a shit. I'm kind of glad at least putting its foot down, because whenever you're the dumping ground of all of the people across the Mediterranean, I think you get sick of it after a while.
Well, all I'm going to say, yeah, I mean, I don't know, we've had this conversation numerous times. All I'm going to say is that I think in general, Europeans and European politicians tend to be more socially progressive than British politicians, particularly British Conservative politicians.
No, it took us to fucking end the slave trade, didn't it?
Well, yeah, if you go back 200 years, yes.
The idea of liberal democracy originated in England.
No, but the entire fabric of Europe was utterly changed by the Second World War, and since then it's been a very liberal and progressive place. I think that kind of informs most decisions made, regardless of how democratic it is. That informs most decisions made by Brussels, and however unfair it may be. I think it's generally about liberal. Freedom of the individual.
Until it isn't.
Well, I think it is. Like, politically, there might be some issues there, and obviously, yes, I agree, it's not democratic enough, or...
And it never will be. Like, the whole problem with the whole system is that it isn't designed for anybody to have any real effect on it. The Commission decides what needs done, and then the Parliament is given a little vote on it, make everybody feel better. I mean, when was the last time you voted for an MEP and knew that they would change something? You know.
Well, no, I haven't. But if I was to make a decision between some fucking extremely wealthy English man or woman, Jacob Rees-Mogg or someone like that, for example, about an issue of social equality, I wouldn't choose a rich Englishman to make that decision. I would rather choose a foreigner. I would choose a German.
You'd rather choose a foreigner that has no idea.
I'd choose a Dutch or a German. Let me finish the sentence. I'd choose a Dutch or German bureaucrat over a fucking Tory. Yes.
Well, I'd like to think that
I think they would make a fairer decision, and one that was more about the individual's liberties rather than their own personal gain.
Until it comes to the internet, where they want to censor shit that's user generated.
Well, yes, but you're talking as if the Tories don't want to fucking censor the internet.
Oh, I know the Tories want to do it as well, but you just let the EU do it then, because they're just the benevolent dictatorship everybody wants.
Well, we live in a dictatorship. Well, yeah, no, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'm not going to go from that.
I'm having too much fun with this. It's a modern art masterpiece, though, killer.
Yeah, it is. I think like people have a problem when it comes to the EU when with shit like the migration crisis really showed its inability to fucking deal with anything fucking robustly. I mean, you have people like we need like Merkel fucking come out. Like Reichsführer, she is being like, yeah, we got to take all these refugees in, and then yeah, it is a few years later, she's like, well, maybe that was a bad idea.
Look at this Augustus.
You know?
Well, she's still quite pro refugees, isn't it? I think isn't she having a bit of a rebellion? Augustus, you could probably tell us more about this.
Oh, Denmark doesn't give a fuck, I don't think.
About what?
About the refugee crisis.
In Germany, though, I mean, Merkel's still kind of quite keen to have people that an open border policy, isn't she?
Well, yeah, handling it pretty well. For now.
She's keen, yeah, sure. But is the ordinary person fucking keen? I mean, this is my problem with the whole, like, you come to our country, right? You want to come to Northern Ireland, you come here to be Northern Irish. You don't come here to be a little fucking enclave of Romanians or, I don't know, Iranians or fucking Iraqis or Syrians or fucking I don't know what, you know? You come here to integrate, you don't come here and bring your shitty third world culture with you, you know? You come here to be a part of our, like, society. You don't bring shit like female genital mutilation with you. You know, you come here to integrate, you don't come here to fucking set up little small communities.
Yes, well, that's fair, and I think that's.
And this is the problem in Germany: is you have, let's say, right, there was a study, it's like 500,000 of them come in, and only a certain percentage of them actually want to learn German and integrate. You know, these people are useless. Then, like, what are they going to do?
The thing with that happens in Denmark, you are fucking out. You're not allowed to stay here then.
I mean, the meme that I had on my avatar the other day, like, these people go from Syria, right? And they go through Turkey, which is no war. Then they go through Greece, which is no war. It goes through Romania, and they go through Bulgaria, and they go through all these countries. Why don't they stop in those countries? Why do they go to Germany? Why do they go to France? Why do they go to Sweden? You know, why do they go to Spain and Italy? Why don't they stop in Serbia, or Montenegro, or Turkey? Why don't they fucking stop in Turkey? You know, it's a Muslim-dominated country. Why do they keep going?
Well,
think about it.
What do you think? The economic advantages.
Economic advantages, yeah. And there's people that were. Hold on. I think that's not a fucking an acceptable reason just to go to Germany, is just want the benefits of living there.
Well, you can't blame them.
See, the refugee crisis is a problem of poverty, not just migration. They're fleeing their homes and they're fleeing poverty. It's like, oh, I didn't realize that was classified as a refugee. I mean, some of those Italian people going to Italy were from Mali, for fuck's sake. Mali isn't in Syria. You know? Why are you coming from Mali? It's in West Africa. I think if you're a refugee, like from Syria, like that guy that was a dentist that came here and got killed by a truck, ironically. Right,
Yeah.
he came here as a dentist, Rodimus.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually
Yeah,
fleeing war. He was training to get his practice up and running. It's like, okay, that's acceptable. If you are trying to get into the country and saying you're a refugee, but you're not fleeing a war-torn country, then you're not a refugee. You're an economic migrant. It's all fucking dumb. Oh, nice gift.
Well, unless there's no social reason for him to be leaving, but yes,
I think we should be allowed to put our foot down and say enough's enough, you know?
yeah, no, I agree with that, absolutely, yes.
Stand by our principles.
Yeah, well, we don't have to stand by our principles, we have to we can stand by our borders, absolutely. We need...
Which is why I think people should be...
We can find a middle line, I'm sure we can find a middle line. Unfortunately,
You know what is funny? Like people like Peter Hitchens. Peter Hitchens is like, yeah, you should integrate into this country. Multiculturalism doesn't work the way people think it does.
I'm sure his brother Christopher would have agreed with him as well.
It's true. Like this idea that we should just accept people of all cultures are beautiful is so dumb. Like they in the Congo, they do raids on villages, and when they raided one of the villages, they like ate one of the fucking village lady's arm. They cut her arm off and just ate it because they thought she was an omen or something. It's like, what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, the idea of cultural equality is a little bit daft. I agree. Well, not a little bit daft. It's actually insane to say that every culture is equally as valid as another.
Speaking
Just because a culture can be invented by the dark maelstrom of human imagination doesn't mean that it's okay. Obviously, it doesn't. Well, we know that. Obviously, but if you look at the 20th century history.
Speaking of culture, Big Donald is not. He's going back on his North Korean promises.
Is he live streaming?
No. Who? Donald?
Yeah, I enjoy it when he live streams. It's fun.
Yeah, apparently he's going back in North Korea's stuff. Apparently he's going back in his fucking promises.
Yeah, but he changes
fucking changes his mind every 5 minutes.
He does, yeah. He's that from that point of view. I mean, I was impressed that he got whatever is fucking Kim Jong-un to the negotiation table, but it's not entirely surprising that he's gone back on it or changed his mind or what have you.
Yeah.
It's a shame, actually, really, because it could have led to a new era of economic prosperity in that area of the world.
Yeah, I mean, whenever he was in Kim Jong-un was in Singapore, he loves the place. Part of me feels like he's like, my country could be like this. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think actually Kim Jong-un probably doesn't seem to be that committed to
denuclearization.
Well, no, to his father's or his grandfather's.
I don't think he's not that stupid.
No, to that vision of the country. I don't know. I think he's just. I mean, one of the very few advantages of a dictatorship or a hereditary dictatorship is that occasionally you might get somebody who isn't nuts or who isn't completely obsessed with the accumulation of power. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's like, I'm doing this because I was raised to fulfill this role. But maybe he doesn't actually. He's not 100% convinced that that's what he wants for his country. Be nice.
It's possible. You know Sargon of Akkad?
Mm-hmm.
He joined UKIP.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're all joining UKIP. It's kind of dumb. I kind of don't like it when they joined UKIP. And then they're asking their fans to join UKIP and shit. I'm like, yeah, that's just give a dead political party more money. That's it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I quite like Sargon of Akkad.
Well, they're doing it a bit of a meme at the same time they want to change the party and reform it and kind of like coup the party.
Why don't you start their own party?
Because nobody will vote for an internet shitlord and nobody will vote for them even if they are in charge of UKIP.
well, no one will vote for UKIP.
Exactly.
What are you laughing at?
I'd only vote for UKIP if Big Nigel was in charge.
Yeah, Big Nigel.
You can't barrage the Farage.
God bless him. We need him back in British politics.
He was a pompous git, but he always made me laugh, so. I always liked his jovial, happy attitude in life and his love of a pint, That fucking Jabba the Hutt one's good.
No,
stop linking me to Dangag, though.
I quite like the one with the pin pissing on it. Facial expression is brilliant.
Kotaku in action. Let's have a look, see what's going on over there, will we?
Just read the top.
Well, I'm gonna have to call it a night, I think, pretty soon.
Why?
Read the top 5 posts.
I'm going to a family barbecue tonight.
Oh, that's a wee bit weird.
Is it?
No.
You need to be up early for that, do you?
Yeah.
Well, I've got to be there by 1, so I've got to get up about 9.
Maybe up at 9.
Lies.
Fuck you, I went to bed at half 2
Lies.
yesterday and was up for like 10 to go to the fucking I have to get my fucking
And my nephew's
haircut.
My nephew's insisting. No, go on. Let's see your new haircut, Star.
What?
Let's see your new haircut.
No. Next question.
My nephew is demanding that not demanding. Asked if I can watch the England game with him.
Oh, don't embarrass yourself.
Well, I know fucking nothing about football, but I think he wants me to watch
Just
it.
remember that England is shit. That they couldn't beat Tunisia, yet Belgium, like, they beat them 1-0, and Belgium beat them 5-2 or something, so. Or 5-1, so. Good job, Belgium.
5-2.
It's pretty good, though, for. I don't know how good Belgium is, to be honest.
They're pretty good.
Funny Northern Ireland was there. That would be the best World Cup. Just saying. I'd fucking go, it'd be funny.
It's weird. They have been on players on who is popular. And I can see Mesut Özil actually is in there, but he didn't play in the last game.
Is Messi popular? Or,
yeah, he's second place.
He fucks up constantly.
And I have no idea why Neymar is on fucking 4th place.
I'm surprised. Where's Cristiano Ronaldo and all that?
First.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I mean, it's not like he carries the Portugal team like he playing Rocket League or something, you know? I have to score all the goals. Ugh.
Yeah, see, the first English guys.
I don't give a fuck other than the World Cup when it really comes to football or the Euros. I prefer the national teams playing against each other rather than
Yeah, the first English guy is on 19th place. Harry Kane.
Oh, that guy. Isn't he a wanker?
Yeah. And the next one is way. He's not even on the fucking popular list. There's nobody else other than one fucking guy. Apparently fucking Denmark doesn't even have one.
Right.
That's a surprise. Why is Ericsson not here? What the fuck?
You buy anything in the sale, Hieronymus?
What do you mean? Steam sale?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
What would you recommend?
Well, have you got Fallout? You do.
Yeah.
Have you got...
I'm quite engaged with XCOM at the moment. But,
XCOM, give it to you.
Actually, Kingdom Come I quite like. I know that it's...
Everybody really likes that game. It's really weird.
Well, the idea of it. I haven't listened to it loads. I like the idea of it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should be watching it for the English match. They have a big chance of fucking going actually to the next round. They have to play against Panama next.
Oh no, not well. I mean, they only beat Tunisia 1-0 or whatever it was. So
2-1.
Well, that's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah.
Kingdom Come. What else is there? Did you get Jurassic World?
Well, I'm also tempted by
That's
that.
a joke. Don't buy it.
Yeah, no. Jaeger was telling me it's issues.
If you just wait a few more weeks, it will get cracked.
Jaeger's being very quiet this evening, actually.
He's too busy putting his gifts in his Twitch stream. You know what you need to put in your wish list? I like it.
The fun part is Argentina has such a little chance for actually going in, and that they are.
I'll just link you a trailer. There we go. There you go.
What's that? Oh, that's
Postscriptum. Yeah. Looking forward to that. Jaeger.
What game's
Yes.
this?
Postscriptum, it's called.
Yeah, I know about Postscript.
Not you. Is my comment on this video? Nobody liked it, you see. Is it at the top?
Why does it
Better
say
than
it's Call of Duty
Battlefield
World War
trailer.
2?
Postscriptum sounds quite good. Why is it called fucking Postscriptum though?
I don't know.
Wow, even Angry Joe is coming out. Hate Battlefield 5. Try Postscriptum.
Postscriptum means written after in Latin.
Well, yeah. After like you put PS at the end of a letter, that means
Well, yeah.
postscriptum.
Is my comment there? It's because you're firing AP.
Really successful roller coaster tycoon game. If you actually looks at the reviews on that game, people are actually fucking hating on the fucking company.
Oh, is that the video I linked?
Yeah.
My comment should be there though somewhere. It was like the first comment. It was last time I was this early. Elite Dangerous was still good. Yeah, Jurassic World ain't the best. Just wait for the crack.
Just ain't the fucking best.
Just wait for the crack, Hieronymus. When the crack comes, I'll just link you the fucking download link for the game for free. I mean the demo. Frontier are offering everybody.
No, fuck them. Frontier fucked me with Elite Dangerous, so I'm gonna fuck them with their dinosaurs.
I can't believe they're charging $20 or $44.99 for the fucking thing.
No, I think
It's ridiculous.
fucking.
So what is Project Aura?
Well, if my friend start playing it and I'm asking why he
I'm
fucking
quite-
bought the game, and he was like, I don't know, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hello, Hieronymus?
Yeah, hello, sorry. Yeah, no, I was watching that Jurassic World.
Cool, isn't it? Oh,
It looks,
right, Jurassic Park.
it looks great. I
It
wish
does, but it's the gameplay is non-existent.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Like so let's say right, Transport Fever here is a pretty good, like open TDD. You make freight trains and shit, or passenger trains, and you gotta make a profit and shit, transporting goods. And in this, you manage all that shit. You have fucking, there's individual NPCs. In Jurassic World, the NPCs are just like for eye candy. They don't do anything. They're there as fluff.
Yeah.
They don't interact with anything. They don't if you plop down an observation deck, it just spawns NPCs and it gives you like a number of how many people supposedly visited that. Well, in Transport Fever, like an NPC that's boarding a train uses the train to get to their place of work, or to the shops, or to travel, instead of actually simulating the fucking person moving from place to place. It's not difficult. Like they did it in Planet Coaster, for fuck's sake. Like they got the demo, quote unquote, of Planet Coaster, and the NPCs buy stuff, and the NPCs walk around and they interact with shit. But the NPC, like the whole management side of the game is so shallow, it's unbelievable. Like you can rename stuff and you can add ticket prices, but other than that, it's pretty fucking. It's not deep at all. There's no real major management to the game in a management fucking game.
Yeah, I've heard, and what there is. Anyway, on that note, I need to go to bed.
Oh.
I will see you potentially tomorrow.
Oh my god. After you've fattened up.
I need to go and have something to eat and then go to sleep, I think. Yes, and I'm going to have a massive barbecue tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, take care, boys. See you
Bye-bye.
later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.